45 years and 4 movies have led up to this. Furiosa, a Mad Max Saga. Directed by George Miller and starring Anya Taylor-Joy and Chris Hemsworth. So, set about 2 decades before the events of Fury Road, Furiosa focuses on, well, Furiosa and her attempts to get back to the Green Place after being kidnapped by Dementius, played by Chris Hemsworth, and his gang of unhinged bikers. Alliances will be forged and cars will be blown up. So the writing eschews the more simple and focused approach of Fury Road in favor of a more easygoing approach that evokes that of the original trilogy. The original Mad Max in particular, which also featured a gang of biker baddies. There's more scenes featuring the biker gang just sitting around shooting the shit and eating human sausage, somehow the least gross bit in the entire movie. And much like the original films, Furiosa is kind of the secondary character in her own movie, much like Max is in, well, pretty much every Mad Max movie almost. With that in mind, Dementius, he kind of takes on main protagonist status for a good chunk of the runtime, especially, like, I'd say the first third. And while Dementius is a more than sufficiently entertaining character to watch, this kind of leaves the runtime and storytelling feeling unfocused and, dare I say, lax at times. Again, thankfully, the film saves the best for last, especially in the last 15 minutes, where this film just goes completely gonzo and finds a renewed sense of focus. If the film was as good as the last 15 minutes are, I could easily see myself giving this film a higher rating. So, despite residing in a story that kind of leaves its characters fighting for screen time, all the actors do a good job in their respective roles. Anya Taylor-Joy, she weaponizes her magnetic gaze to great effect as the younger and less experienced version of the character we grew to love in Fury Road. Chris Hemsworth absolutely steals the show as Dementius, an unhinged biker gang warlord who is desperately trying to subsume his sorrow with conquest and destruction. And Lachy Hulme's taking over Hugh Burns' role as Immortan Joe. He does a good job of showing the more diplomatic and strategic side of the character, especially during one tense negotiation with Dementius. And Tom Burke, he brings a surprisingly subtle touch to his role as Prioritan Jack, the original war rig driver desperately trying to find meaning in the wasteland. And getting to see Anya Taylor-Joy and Chris Hemsworth act against each other proves to make some of the best material in the movie, especially in the last 15 minutes when you see them just go at each other and absolutely cut to the core of the absolute pits that lie in their souls. So one of the surprisingly weaker parts of the movie is the visual effects. Like, despite, being newer, having 9 years of technological advancements on its predecessor, the effects don't look quite as good. The visuals still benefit from George Miller's keen eye for character-driven action and visual spectacle, but there's a noticeable downgrade. The green screen effects are much more noticeable, and the CGI camera that defies physics and sort of tries to pull a David Fincher, it does not help matters either. Now, don't go getting me confused with the CGI sucks, long-live practical crowd here. I recognize that Fury Road used oodles of digital effects to bring its visuals to life, but I'm also aware that Fury Road did a much better job of integrating the digital visuals with the practical set design. Or at the very least, it had a stronger narrative to cover up the digital effects. So though it can't help but suffer in comparison to Fury Road, Furiosa still earns the Mad Max moniker thanks to unhinged performances by its main cast. So with all that in mind, I will be giving Furiosa a Mad Max Saga 4 out of 5 stars. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. If you liked this review and would like to see more like it, be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. And for today's comment section prompt of the day, what is your favorite post-apocalyptic thriller and why?